So inshallah we're going to start. So inshallah we will study ayah number 36 of Surah Al-Baqarah. It's a continuation from the previous ayats, and in the previous ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned to Adam alayhi salam that he can live in the paradise with his wife, but instructed that do not go close to a certain tree. So that's where the previous ayah ends. This ayah starts the next portion of the event. So first let's do a simple translation. The ayah starts with فَأَزَلَّهُمَا. فَأَزَلَّهُمَا is, and we will look into that word, is something if someone is making you make a mistake. There are two things. You make a mistake, or someone is making you to do that. Okay? That's the azalla, huma. Huma means both of them. So shaitan, the next word is shaitan. Shaitan caused them to make a mistake. Okay? They did not do with their own intention, but he led them into making a mistake. And we'll look at this word into more details. And where was that? Anha, from the paradise. Okay. فَأَخْرَجَهُمَا, so he made them get out from that place. Okay. He made them get out of paradise. مِمَّا كَانَ فِيهِ means in that they were. In that place where they were, he caused them to get out of that place. Okay. So when that happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقُلْنَا, and we said, which means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِهْبِتُوا. إِهْبِتُوا is an instruction, an order, a command saying, go down. إِهْبِتُوا means go down. And then down means go out of the paradise. Okay? And then we'll look into that. What does actually this mean, go down? Where to go down? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala further said, بَعَدُكُمْ لِبَعَدٍ عَدُوٌ. Some of you will be enemy to the others, which means you will be enemy to each other. Shaitan and pupil will be and should be enemy to each other. Okay. So that's what this is. This is a warning from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when Adam and his wife are leaving the paradise. That Shaitan is your enemy and you should be the enemy of Shaitan. That's what's the meaning of each other. Okay, and we'll look into that. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says after that, وَلَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ, and for you on the earth. What is for you on the earth? Two things. Mustaqarrun and mata'un. Mustaqarrun means a place to live. And mata'un is some provision. That's all you will get when you are on the earth. You will have a place to live and you will be given some things to live worldly life. Ilahin means for a short duration, for a fixed time. That's all your stay on the earth is going to be. Okay? So with that, let's look at the detailed meanings of these words in this ayah.
So ba'dukum li ba'din is between shaitan and human being, or between human being and human being?
No, the most interpretation is between shaitan and human being. Okay?
This brings me another ayah when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first proposed. He said, I intend to send a Khalifa to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So it is already predestined.
Yes.
Right?
So
we talk about that earlier.
It is all pre-planned.
Yeah.
And these are the steps that are being taken to achieve that plan. Okay? Otherwise, he could just have made and sent him on the earth.
Right.
But the test will not be there if Shaitan was not inserted in the middle of this thing, then we all come, live quietly, just like animals live. We don't disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we go back, there is no test. So this whole sequence was inserted in there. So there is someone who was created for this purpose, that he will mislead you. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to test that who can get out of his reach, of the reach of shaitan, and obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and comes back to him again. Okay, so this is what the real approach is. Okay, so let's look at the first word. The first word is made of three parts. Fa, and the next one is a, zalla, and huma. Fa'azallahuma. Three different words. Okay. Fa means so or then. The middle word azalla starts with these three root letters: alif, za, and lam. These are the root letters. And the meaning, actually, before that, the root letters are za, lam, and lam. These are the three root letters. And the meaning of these three letters is to slip or to make a mistake. To slip means like you slip and fall down, for example. Or your tongue slips and you make a mistake. That's the way slip is used in English. That you do something unintentionally. Okay, that's what zalala means. Za, lam, and la. That you commit a mistake. You're not really doing something purposely. That's what, and you are doing yourself.
Is the same word as zalal?
That is zalzala, for example, or zalal. That is also like shaking, earthquake. Okay. But that's a 4 letters. There's one more letter is added in there. So this is 3 letters. So we call this Bab-e Fa'ala. Okay. If we go to the next Bab, which is Bab-e Af'ala, in Bab-e Af'ala you put a alif in the beginning and you spell like this. Harakats are Af'ala. Af'ala, so this word will become alif with a hamza and za, lam, and lam. Okay? Alif of this type of Bab-e Af'ala. So azlala. Okay? When you read, when there are 2 letters together, this is written and pronounced like this way: azalla. Azalla. Okay. The meaning of this word is that is someone making you slip. Someone is making you make a mistake. You're not doing, but someone is coming to you and says, do this thing, and you make a mistake. Okay, so you're not, in this word zalala means you are making a mistake yourself. Az-zalla means someone is causing you to make a mistake. Okay, so the meaning is to cause, make a mistake. Or to make you slip, to make slip. Okay? Someone else is doing that. And also, the name of the Bab here, Af'ala, is also the grammar of 3rd person. Which means the meaning of this will be, he made you, or he caused you make a mistake. He means here shaitan. He caused to make a mistake. Now, the word huma, okay, so let's look at some grammar here. This is a pronouns, and hova means he, and this is for masculine. Hiya means she, okay, and homa means they both. They, two people. Homa means they for two people. And homa means they for all. And this is masculine. And hunna is feminine. Hunna means they, all, and feminine. Masculine and feminine.
So there is any masculine and feminine for huma?
Huma is used for both.
Okay.
It could be masculine, both, feminine, okay, or one each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Combination.
Yeah. So this is the pronoun grammar of the meal of third person, singular and plural. Okay. So the word in the Quran is huma, which means they both. And both means Adam and his wife. So shaitan caused them to make a mistake to both of them. Means he misled both of them. Okay, the word shaitan is after that, so you don't have to say he, but shaitan did that. Okay. So caused them to make a mistake. And shaitan did that. So when you read these together, then ash-shaytanu will be pronounced as fa'azallahu mash-shaytanu. Okay, that's the tajweed. You combine meme with the sheen and you read mash-shaytanu. Separately, it is ash-shaytanu and fa'azallahuma. So shaitan caused them to slip. Means he shook their feet. They slipped. They made a mistake. Okay. Now in this ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not explaining, clearly saying what mistake was that. In the other part of the Quran, where the same incident is repeated, there is a more explanation there. Okay, so what was the mistake here? The mistake was that he told them that the reason, and this is in Surah Al-Araf and other places, he said to them that the only reason Allah has forbidden you to eat from the tree is that if you eat from the tree, you will become someone who would live forever. Your life will become the life of forever. Which means this tree is something very important. That whoever eats from the tree, he becomes an ever-living person. He never dies. Or she never dies. So that was the lie that he did to Adam and his wife. And they fell into his lie, into his trick. Okay? So that was the thing that he invited both of them to eat from the tree. And they fell into his trap, into his lie, and they ate. Okay, so that is what the mistake they made. Shaitan caused them to make that mistake.
Is it some of the tafsir, what I understand is, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell them the first time do not eat this tree, so years pass by, so long time they forgot about it. Is it
You know, the Quran doesn't say anything about that they forgot about that, or how much time passed. There is no mention of that kind. Yeah. So this was the mistake. Okay. Now the word after that is anha. Anha means from, ha means it. Ha means her, but it is also in English it. From it. And it here is pointing to the paradise. Okay? And when we see the next word, it will become more clear what happened now. Okay?
Is there other meaning also?
An is used usually against something. Okay. For example, raghaba means to like.
Yeah.
Okay. If you put an before that, an raghaba means dislike.
Oh.
وَمَنْ يَرْغَبُ عَنْ مِلَّةِ Ibrahim. Who is the one who can dislike the religion of Islam? Ibrahim. So an has a characteristic that it brings the meaning of against also. Okay.
Yeah, what I remember it was like an means like about. What about?
About also. From and about would be the same thing. Yeah. But I'm saying that an has a meaning that if you are fighting someone, you are fighting against him, right? So an will come there. Okay. So anha. Okay. So what is after that? Again, the next word is made of fa. Akhraja. Huma. Fa akhraja huma. So the root letters are ha, ra, and jim. This means to get out. Someone just goes out, is kharaja. So this is Bab Fa'ala again. In Bab Af'ala, it is going to be akhraja. And this means is to make someone get out. Same way that the meaning we saw before, that somebody else is making you do it. You're not doing it, but someone is causing you to do that. So the meaning is to cause, get out. Okay? So fa'akhraja, then he caused huma, both of them get out of there. He became the reason for them to get out.
If it is a yakhraja, then could have been the get out, it's command?
No. That is a command. That's akhraj.
Akhraj.
Yeah. So this is not the command. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that He made them get out of that place. He caused them. He became the reason for them to be out of there. Okay? In other places Allah said leave. But actually a word is here also, which is the command. But up to this point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that He became the reason for them to get out of that place. Which place? The paradise. Okay? So, anha means from it. فَأَخْرَجَهُمَا, then He caused them, and them both. both of them to get out. So he became the reason for them to get out of the place. فَأَخْرَجَهُمَا. They did not get out on their own intention, but he became the reason for them to be out. فَأَخْرَجَهُمَا.